What's happening, people? What's happening? It's your boy Martell. Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Frame. And today, I would like to go over what I'll be reading this month. Actually, it won't be exclusively what I'll be reading, but after all, it is February and it's Black History Month. Alrighty, guys, welcome back to The Urban Frame. It's your boy Martell. From the intro, you heard what I said. It's Black History Month, so what will I be reading or prioritizing reading this month? Books about or created, or let's say created by people of color, whether you're American creators or African creators, or if you're Black, European, Africans, whatever. If any stuff is out there by them, I'll be reading that. Also, a criteria to make it on my list this month, any story highlighting predominantly characters of African origin. So that's what's going to be on my list. I have a few things and some things I haven't gotten to the story to pick up. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we have Moon Man by Kid Cudi. This is issue 2. This is issue 3. This is a variant cover. I'm not sure what issue this is. Let's see. I believe this is 4. I'll tell you a funny thing about it. I actually went and bought this book. Yeah, this is number 3, I believe. Number 3C cover. Funny thing about this, I walked into my store because I'm a big Kid Cudi fan, and like I said, guys, I have not been so tuned into drops of comics. I said, man, I really wanted to buy these books to catch up. In the comic book store where I went to, it didn't have, I went to got these from Revolutionary Comics out in Evanston, Illinois. They didn't have issue 1, so I actually picked up the first 3 issues, and I said I'll go try to track some down, so I will get on eBay to grab them. I actually had a meeting at a comic book shop today because I was actually putting my personal comic books, trying to garner a relationship inside of a First Aid comic books to actually put my Florida Man issue 1 inside the book. The owner, James, met him. He's an amazing guy. Love the whole vibe of the store. Can't wait to work with them in the future. But you know, anytime if you love comic books, anytime you walk into a comic book store, you're like a kid in a candy shop, you're just all over the place looking. So I was looking for a couple of particular books to grab for the month reading, and I'm not gonna lie, I hate when this happens. I go and I see this on the shelf. This is Moon Man, the trade paperback, and this is volume 1, and this features 1 through 5. I just wasted $12 on these bad boys that I literally bought yesterday, and unfortunately you can't take comic books back, and I spent $10 for 5. So I can't wait to read this. This will be on my read list for the month of February to commemorate Black History Month. So like I said, this is a commemoration of Black History Month, how I choose to celebrate it for my Black History Month. So this is what I'll be bringing to the channel. And also, I picked up Moon Man issue number 6. So issue number 6, Moon Man, I picked that up. So we actually had that. And this is the A cover. I haven't really looked at the art. This is my first time looking at it. Wow. I actually like what they did with this. Can't wait to read that. One thing you love, rap, space, you got me there because I love it all. So Kid Cudi, Moon Man. All right, so next up, what do I have? Now, like I told you, things, like I said, the criteria to fit my Black History Month commemoration, it either had to be created by African-American artists or artists of color, or features a predominantly a Black creator. And I actually, on a whim, walked into a store a couple days ago, maybe last week into January, seen this book. I didn't know anything about it, but it is a one-shot. I just grabbed it because the cover looked dope. It is called Freddy the Fix. Fix the Freddy, Freddy the Fix. What is it? It sounds like it should be Freddy the Fixer, but Freddy the Fix is this guy, and he's a fixer in Hollywood. You got vampires, werewolves, and demons and boogeymen. This is a one-shot. This came out sometime in December, and pretty much he's a fixer. He fixes all the demons or people's problems that he encounters. So Freddy the Fix will be one of the books I read during Black History Month. Will I do a review? singular on this. I might, and I'm not gonna cap. I actually already read this. It says that it's crazy good Stephen King. So I'm not one to go against the king of horror. I'm not gonna lie, I've read this book and it's good. Very good. Good one shot. If you ever have a chance to read it, pick it up, read it. If it's your thing, if not, whatever. So yep, Freddy the Fixer is on my list to commemorate Black History Month, my Black History Month read. All right. You know what? You know, this is funny. I'm a fanboy. You know, I'm a fanboy of Scott Snyder. Scott Snyder actually made it on my list. So I will be going through reading these books. We have Duck and Cover. This is issue 1 here. Issue 2, I'll be reading these. And issue 3, I'll be reading these. And again, from Scott Snyder, out of the House of Dark Horse. I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy because this original character, he was supposed to be a Caucasian character. And I'm not making this a color thing, guys. Please don't think I'm some type of racist, but again, I'm just doing this to commemorate Black History Month. Originally, he was sketched out to be a white teenager, and I guess last minute they flipped him and made him a black kid. Interesting. So I have issues 1, 2, 3, and I will be reading these to do a review on these. So let y'all know how I think about that. So definitely be reading that. What else I have here? I have 3 more books and 2 books that I have not had possession of, but I have read issue 1 of the other books. But yeah, I will be doing 2 more books. I'm just gonna have to throw them on the screen here because I haven't read them yet. And what we have here is Storm foil cover. This is issue 1. I'm not gonna lie, I actually ran through this entire issue, and I know you guys are like, you're probably cheating, you're cheating. I'm not cheating, I just read them already. I read them on February 1st, okay? So I read them, and it just happened to be February 2nd when I'm doing this video. But definitely I read this, and you know, so far, I read through issue 1, 2, 4. Can't wait. Dr. Doom, love it. What he's doing. Storm will be on my read for Black History Month. You know what? I love this cover. I walked into the store and it was there, and I had to buy it. Paid $10 for it, but man, I love this cover. Amazing cover. I'm not gonna lie, I like what they're doing with this story of Storm. I just love all these covers. Although kind of misleading, whatever. I'm not gonna spoil for it. Kind of misleading with this cover, but hey, whatever. Then we have this one with Dr. Doom looming in the shadows. Definitely dope reads. Where we at? Oh, next up, I actually have to pull my phone out to read. Next up, what we have the annual. I don't know if this is an annual read, but what I will be reading, DC Rise of Power Company, issue 1. That's going to be on my list to read as well for the month of February. And I'll actually, after I read these books, I'll probably eventually get around to reading them. I know for sure Storm I'll be reading, Duck and Cover I'll be reading and reviewing. What else will I be reading and reviewing? And then last but not least, oh no, we actually got 2 more on the list. You know, 20 Degrees Past Rigor. I have to read that. My boy Rodney Barnes, I love him. Some people act like they don't know who he is. I mean, how don't you know? He's the GOAT. The creator of Philadelphia, one of the dopest vampire stories outside of Dracula that you can read. We're going to be reading, I'll be reading 20 Degrees Past Rigor. That's a 3-part series. I have to track down issues 2 and 3. They're so hard to find for whatever reason. I can't find them. I had to order them. I'm probably going to have to order them in from a comic book shop in the UK that I actually found them at. So I'm going to have to probably get that book from there. But 20 Degrees Past Rigor will be on the read list for Black History Month. All right, next up, Those Not Afraid. CeCe's black, so that's going to be on my list to read for this month. I already did my review on that. Hopefully this is out by the time that's out. But yeah, I'm not going to spoil it, but that's definitely on the list. So Those Not Afraid, issue 2 will be on my read list for the month of February. All right, last but not least, this fits the criteria, so it's going to rock out the criteria. Batman Full Moon. We will be reading this for Black History Month. I finally completed my collection 1 through 3. Can't wait till the last 2 come out so I can read that. This is issue number 2. I actually have 2 issues of this, and I guess these glow in the dark, so kudos to that. And last but not least, you guys seen this from the previous video, issue number 1. I wonder, is this the same Perkins from 20 Degrees Past Rigor? I believe it is. So yeah, issue number 1 of that. So yeah, guys, that is gonna be my reads for Black History Month. Let me know if you guys are doing anything special for Black History Month. I'm not expecting anyone to, but it's something that I like to do to honor my heritage and culture. So yeah, I think that's it. If you guys are into people of color creators, African-American creators, let's be politically correct, or writers, artists, who are some of the ones that you actually read and you enjoy reading? Let me know it down in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going there. But you know, I have some action-packed heavy hitters back here that I think that are heavy hitters. Let me know what you guys actually read from, you know, African-American creators. Other than that, I guess we out. You know what? Wait. Time out. Before we get out and before we get too deep into this conversation, if you need a reference to read an African-American creator, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really not gonna lie. Yo, check your boy out. Check your boy out. You know what I'm saying? Check me out. I write books too. And you know what? I'm just gonna, do shameless plug. Back there is my book. If you haven't seen it, you know what I'm saying? But if you need an African-American creator to support for Black History Month, look, support your boy. I got right here, Florida Man. This is me, you know? It's funny, give you Boondock vibes. It's about, loosely based off of my life. Yeah, right here. Back of it right there. Got my Yardie Rabbit, you know what I'm saying? And guess what? This is a 9.8. Should have got a 9, but we ain't complaining. This is issue number 1. Issue Adventures of Florida Man from Yardie Media, written by yours truly, and on the art, Aaron Johnson, on the art and cover. And you know what? I'm not. You know what? I'm gonna tag it here. Also, let me just go on a rant. Independent creators, African-American creators, is Black History Month. I'm gonna plug some that I got off the top of my head. Shout out to Anime and Hip Hop coming into the comic book industry. These guys really helped me out. They took me under their wings, although we don't work together as closely because they're in Cali, I'm here in Chicago. Shout out to them boys. Them guys, they've been putting in work, and I wish I honestly would have had their books on hand. I don't even know where my Anime and Hip Hop books are. I have them somewhere around here. But shout out to the guys, Anime and Hip Hop. They recently last year they did a book with the pro wrestler Rikishi. Rikishi's Islands of Dreams, I believe it is. Hopefully I didn't butcher it, but I believe that's what the book is called. They have some books with Wu-Tang Clan, some members of the Wu-Tang Clan. Shout out to those guys. Anime and Hip Hop, this arguably could be affiliated, and I will say this is an affiliate of Anime and Hip Hop because Aaron is owner. You got your boy C3, Eric. What's my boy name? Aaron, Eric. Oh my gosh, Elijah. Good dudes out in California and out in LA. Anime and Hip Hop. Make sure you support those guys. Somewhere in here, I'm going to feature some of their comic book covers. But hey, people of color. Let me just hold on. I got something I recently done read. Shout out to my boy Chris Beckham. Hot 2, the infamous. You got this. I reviewed this. You got this guy. Everything over at Bird's Eye View. I'll link the both. Bird's Eye View. They got plenty of cats. They got Tooth and Nails. Who else do we have? I just feel like I'm forgetting people, and I hate to forget people. I don't know. Even if you know some local creators, man, support your local independent artists. We appreciate the support. Anyone that ever came through to my booth to buy a book, to buy a shirt, to buy a hat, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you for the support that anyone has ever given me over the years. And you know what? Hold on. What hat is this? You know what? Oh, I almost dropped my slab. I'm gonna just dust this off. I usually don't do this, but we're gonna wear this for the rest of the video. I appreciate anyone that has ever came through to my booth at any comic book shows, whether it may have been C2E2, Indiana Comic Con, LA Comic Con, anywhere I've been in the United States, I appreciate the love that you guys have bestowed upon me and just welcoming me into your world. As a newbie back then, didn't know much about it. I definitely appreciate the love that was given to me, and it's always given to me every time I step foot into a show. I appreciate the love, guys. You know, you guys help me keep on pushing. And any of my fellow creators that I have left out on here, my apologies. It wasn't intentional, but these are the guys that just came through at the top of the dome, because these are the guys that actually have been there to help me get through, or I've just really met along the way. So, I appreciate you guys, and thank you. Thank you. Without further ado, like I said, let's continue the conversation below. Um, and happy Black History Month, guys. Peace.